Red, tell me what happened last time.
Yes, it began with us waiting for Pearl mostly. She has a couple of things of her business to get done here that she won't be able to leave immediately, but once she gets it done, we'll hopefully be on our way. But while that's going on, we all decide just to presumably just enjoy ourselves here at this weird San Francisco spaceport. Uh, Adam and Magpie were hanging out, still enjoying the company on their not date, essentially, as Adam revealed a bit more of his history, mostly in the fact that one day he just woke up with powers, as well as woke up, I guess, annexed out of Earth. That a strange government took over, and then started telling people what to do, and, well, he wasn't really going to have that, and the whole universe right outside his back door decided to take time and explore, especially since apparently with his powers and his love of building, things that he enjoy, of course. Seems that everything was within his grasp. Though, of course, he had to be careful not to accidentally fall into being forced into doing it because it definitely wasn't fun for that. Yeah, I think as well as we talked a bit about the crew and Magpie trying to encourage the fact that you're hopefully the place amongst friends. Though he seemed to pause when it came to the Neferu, admitting that he creeps him out and well, he doesn't really know, but he has a feeling that he reminds him of some people back on Earth. Incel, as he gave the word to Magpie, and concerning things that he could watch out for. Magpie, well, not sure about that new Fangho word. Decide to we can reach out, maybe talk to him, help him out, see what we can do. Make sure he doesn't get lonely, I guess. Uh, he has some doubts, but sure, just be careful around him, essentially, as we continue talking about, I guess, our lives and that. And I think the topic of apparently Adam's suit, the fact that he can sleep in it, and Magpie definitely wanted to see that as he went back to the ship to show off some of the features it has. And things, one way to another, led to them going a little bit further. While that's going on, well, Francesca and Lizzie decide to explore the city, have some fun and relaxation. Francesca deciding to go off for a bar for some drinks and hopefully no trouble. Though she did have a bit of a interesting person come up to her, a woman by the name of Bloodwind, I believe, who wanted to have a good time. As she would take Francesca upstairs and admitted that she could smell what she was, and knows blood is something that she would like to enjoy. And with a drop of her blood on Francesca's lips, let's say she went into a bit of a frenzy and blacked out, waking up sometime later alone in a room with no memory of what happened, making her way back to her ship, presumably. Lizzie, on the other hand, went off to go, well, find a fight club, go to relax, and believing that things are going to be a bit better, hopefully. Though once she made it to this unknown bar fight and got initiated in, told the rules and things like that, and met her opponent, a tattooed individual, human-looking, as they would decide to fight, and he seemed to be a tough one. Able to dodge and weave pretty well, and she wasn't really having a upper hand in this fight. As things mounted on, slowly losing her cool in that sense, before she ultimately snapped and basically bludgeoned this guy with her fist. And eventually, with his corpse there and the crowd cheering, she realized what happened. And the boy, presumably, well, unknown to who he was, but definitely someone who knew him, was distraught about what was going on. And even when Lizzie got her winnings and went to go check on what happened, tried to apologize, tried to offer the money she got, this young boy wanted nothing from her. Just ran off, angry and, of course, very upset, as Lizzie went back to the ship. And Calypso, noticing her coming back, asked what happened, and Lizzie explained that she lost her cool. She went to a cage match, and it turned ugly. Calypso, of course, berated her a bit there, pointing out the fact that things like this is something that Lizzie can just do, and that if she ever needs to, have a fight, she can just come to her. We're got another plan, but that was very stupid and very crazy, especially in this place. And Lizzie seemed to nod as she went on to play with kisses on deck, simply dealing with what happened. And Francesca came to that as well. A bit of mood change in the ship, even if I noticed, having been told as well that what was happened with Lizzie. And she went to go check in with her after confessing to Calypso that she had met someone and doesn't really remember and things have happened. Asked if she was all right. Asked what she wants to do, as Lizzie, well, seemed to be handled better than last time, but still a bit out there, let's say. Mentioned that, well, they'll have to probably speed up the Forge Master. Probably going to ask Horace to do that. And, well, it's not good no matter how much you try to slice it. Even when Calypso went to go check on Magpie, not trusting anyone else was going to cause trouble, and found her in Horace's room, decided to have a chat and explain what happened to Lizzie. And Magpie checked on her as well. And like I said, Lizzie seemed to be a bit out of it. But she requested that Magpie give Horace the schematics for the Forge Master. And she did so, racing off, worried about Lizzie, but understanding. As she told Horace what Lizzie requested, and Horace asked questions about what happened, who did she kill, what's going on, and as Magpie explained as much as she knew. And he said he'd be back, having left the ship, which turned into from a few minutes to a few hours. And getting worried, Magpie went off to tell Calypso that she was going to go follow and find out what happened to him. And Calypso went with, deciding no one's going to go off alone, essentially, right now, not with where we're at. And we followed the trail for what we think Horace went, finding that, let's say, that place where Lizzie originally had her fight club, seeing that hole in the wall, and meeting Papa Joe as he introduced himself. And explained, like, yeah, some armored guy came in, broke his wall, seemed a bit upset, and wanted the address, I guess, of the young boy. And of course, even kindly offering that photos or the video of Lizzie's fight, saying he doesn't really need or want trouble, capiche? As Calypso and I watched that video, seeing the fight as Lizzie went at him, as he begged, giving up, but she didn't hear him and didn't stop, and the crowd certainly didn't stop her either. It was not a very nice one. As he eventually was able to find Horace's suit outside the address that we were given, and Magpie was allowed to go in to talk with Horace, and he revealed that he was here taking care of Robert, presumably the younger brother of the guy who was murdered by Lizzie, revealing that he has no one else, that in this new world there's no orphanage, no place he can go, or at least there's one, but it won't be good for him. His options are small, and Horace was even thinking, I would stay with him. I can't just leave this kid here. And, well, Magpie didn't want that, at the very least, and was conflicted about bringing someone so young on the ship, but had to try, right? So she went to Calypso and went to Lizzie, as she is the captain, who has the final say, and mentioned Horse Robert, and seeing if we can bring along with, as well as the fact that he knows Lizzie's on the ship. Magpie asked him that first. Lizzie seemed to freeze for a second, but said, if that's what he wants, don't try to change his mind, just give him the option, and then whatever decision he makes is his. So we went back and we told Robert, asked what he wanted to do, and he seemed to think for a second, but asked mainly if Horace is going to be there, and would I like to hang out with him, with Adam, nodding, and he said yes, grabbing his whatever possessions he had and probably saying goodbye as he made his way to a ship. It was obvious, said as we talked and conversed, that this kid has no family, that he has powers and abilities, and he doesn't really understand them. But probably the only one who has an idea of how dangerous he could possibly be would be Neferu, as when Robert got into the ship to be greeted by those who were there, he was able to feel or know that there are more than a dozen people coming along as well. I think that's where it ended last time. Neferu having that bad feeling.
Yeah.
And knowing,
Yeah, Neferu. Oh boy.
Yeah.
They're kind of just hanging around the kid. These, because you can't see them, but you can smell them.
No. Yeah. I'm just gonna lean into Softy, lean close to Softy, and say, you notice anything weird about that kid?
No? Why?
Well, how superstitious are you?
Slowly turns to it like the most incredulous face. What kind of question is that?
Fair enough. I forget we already have, we've had gods and wizards on this ship. Fair enough. Well, actually, now that I think about it, honestly, it's not that odd.
What exactly?
All the kids possessed by about a dozen ghosts.
Should bring this up with Lizzie before she takes
Probably.
him on. Maybe bring it up with other people. But I'll leave that Lizzie's discretion.
She is the captain, isn't she?
Still not. Yeah, I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are all here gathered. Like,
I know that we were gathered because Lizzie had like a meeting with us. I don't know how long ago that was and how many people are still here.
I'll leave that up to you. Gonna be here when they
Presume
arrive.
Magpie's here.
Well, I mean, yeah, Magpie and Horse, but I mean about Francesca and Lizzie.
Lizzie would be there, but she's like in the back. It's very clear she's not taking a leading role on greeting them.
Probably should also be there. Listen, I always gotta greet the new crew member.
Well, yeah. I mean, Magpie people now are there. Robert sort of stares at them.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, Magpie would introduce Robert to people, trying to ease him in without hopefully overwhelming him. Says this is so and so basically as she goes about. I'm not too sure. I heard is Lizzie here or is she in the back? Okay.
In the back, but
Yeah, Lizzie's here in the back.
Okay. No, like I said, I cut out to only heard Lizzie back, so I didn't hear a lot of the stuff basically.
yeah. So Lizzie is
That's fine.
here. Everyone is here. It's just that Lizzie's hanging back compared to other people.
Liz and Magpie would give Lizzie a look for a minute to just to see where her mood is, because she would eventually have to introduce him to Lizzie. So she wants to see if, basically, giving Lizzie an opportunity to tell her not to bring him over or not, basically, with her eyes and with her expression.
Lizzie's gonna leave that up to you.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's gonna bring Robert to Lizzie, presumably after a certain point. And this here is our captain. This is Lizzie. Lizzie, this is Captain Lizzie. This is Robert.
Yeah, he's just gonna hide a bit behind you, not make eye contact, stare at her feet mostly.
Yeah, she's gonna. Mhm.
Yeah, Lizzie's very. I'll say Lizzie's very. Lizzie's not gonna like force conversation here. She's also pretty silent.
Wow. At the very least, that should be just about everyone. Well, still a few more though, but
Defender's off in the corner. Don't worry about the weird robot man.
yeah, don't worry, Defero. You're gonna be next. I'll be on our way, Captain. Probably a bit busy, but if you need me, she presumably take her leave to continue letting Robert meet people, and it will be for Neferu next.
Oh no. You had the right idea. Don't introduce him.
Listen, I think it's better for him to meet you now instead of meeting you in a hallway and being confused as fuck.
Meet him in a dark alleyway, like, oh shit.
Tell me, child, do you want new knees?
Harold looks like he'll steal your kidneys, and I mean he'll give you new ones.
The question is, for all the the limbs, why start at the knees? That's a very specific one. Let's dive into
listen,
that
you know-
psychology a bit. Explain me the rationale behind giving him new knees, hey.
Well, you see, Grunt, I'm just speaking off personal thing because my knees are terrible, and the way I was standing for a while, like I had to get surgery on my knees when I was quite young. It's inefficient. We should get better knees. That's me hate. That actually did happen to me.
Well,
I was at the doctor's office, and they were like the doctor had his hand on my knee and was having me raise and lower my leg, and he was just like, "Dear God, this poor kid." It was like fucking grinding sandpaper.
Jesus. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah. You
Robert?
approach Neferu. Robert kind of stares at him weirdly.
I am.
Hello, young man.
Robert, this is Neferu, our doctor. And Neferu, this is our new crew member, Robert.
Pleasure to meet you, Robert.
Hello.
Don't be too alarmed by the skull stuff. That's just his thing that he really likes.
He just kind of stares at Neferu. This is such a weird fucking stare.
Kind of looks
Is
at
there something on my face, or perhaps the face over here?
He turns to you, Magpie, and kind of whispers a bit. He's dead, right?
Yeah, he tells that a lot. He says he's dead and doesn't really have emotions, but yeah, it's a whole other story.
No,
To be
he's actually dead.
To be specific, it's a halfway point. I'm not fully dead, nor am I exactly alive. Minor side effect of my current state of being, but it has its benefits.
Sort of twitches slightly and says nods. Says, okay.
Well, at the very least, if you ever need medical help, you can probably bring someone with you when you go and ask for some assistance.
Kind of nods, but says don't worry, I never get sick.
Oh, that's good. You're gonna give Magpie gives Neferu a nod as presumably she'll take him to Francesca as well.
Well, funnily enough, he's not gonna have the same weird reaction. It's hilarious during the vampire jokes.
Yeah.
Not yet, but yeah, he kind of just looks at you. Very shyly waves.
As you wave back. Welcome to the crew.
And Robert, Francesca's pretty cool, so if you need help, you can go to her too. Is that all right, Francesca?
Would you happily nod in?
Oh, that should be just about everyone. I can show you where you're gonna be sleeping and, well, all the cool stuff that's around too.
He nods. Follow you along. Not sure if you want to approach Lizzie or anything.
Yeah, I will at this point.
Even when he was up close, it was even fucking worse.
Mm-hmm. I could feel them judging me.
I feel like that's your own projection.
Everyone else does.
Maybe these are non-judgmental ghosts. Maybe not everyone's an asshole. I brought this kid here to be nice to you, Neferu. Don't spit in my face now.
Walked up, pointed me, and said, "Dead guy."
Kinda did, but listen.
Yeah.
Fine.
He's a kid.
Listen, and that's why Nefera didn't take any offense, you know?
Is he wrong though?
And he
Why
also,
would-
listen, he also,
Why would you be offended at that? He's just like pointing out. It's not like he sees many reanimated corpses.
listen, he's not, listen, Nefera did not take any offense to that, you know? Listen, he was also being polite by not calling him out, be like, hey, you want to introduce me to all your friends? Or, it was like, oh, wait till later.
But yeah, approach Lizzie. How is Lizzie looking right now?
Yeah, she's not looking great. She's probably actually left the main room, but like it's very easy to find out where she went. Kind of hyperventilating, gills are flaring. Very clearly not doing great. Not enjoying this.
Is that how I find her?
Yes, and you know, as a doctor, you could probably recognize she's having a panic attack.
Nefera will just say, Lizzie, would you like to sit down somewhere?
She'll look at you. She'll try to compose herself a bit. Sorry, what? What?
It's quite all right. Would you like to go to your captain's quarters? Perhaps you could even sit down in my room for a minute to get some privacy.
That's probably a good idea.
Come along then. Would you like me to get you some water, perhaps? I could bring you. Does she have kisses with her, or?
No, she would not have kisses with her at the moment.
I could bring kisses if you wish to.
That'd be good. Thank you.
Some water. Just sit here and wait. I'll make sure the door is locked and it says I'm away for now. No one should bother you until I'm back. Go and like I don't know if Kisses is in like a little terrarium or something, but if she is, I'll bring up the terrarium, but if not, then no.
Yeah, Kisses is usually kept in like a terrarium when he is not on Lizzie's shoulder.
Walk back over with the terrarium, go back into his room. He'll set the terrarium like down like next to Lizzie so that she has the option to like pick him up when she wants or when she's feeling up to it.
And Lizzie will just sort of lazily let her hand in it, and Kisses will just basically let Kisses climb up her arm.
I was going to discuss something with you, but now is not the time. We could come back later.
No. What's it about?
Well, I believe I've noticed something about our newest arrival. Honestly, it's probably not even in the top 3 strangest, things we've brought aboard the ship. But as you are the captain, I did believe it was impertinent. You should still be aware.
What is it?
It appears our newest crewmate has brought along a few friends of the spiritual nature. At least 9, perhaps. Maybe more. The way he was acting, he seems to have an affinity for the dead.
Lizzie will not. We'll have to inform the others. Just what are they possessing him, or are they just with him?
Too early to tell, I suppose. I would merely sense them as they came aboard the ship. As to their relation with the boy, I couldn't tell you. Perhaps in time we can figure that out, but as it stands now, they don't at least seem to be actively harming him.
I suppose keep an eye on it, and Roger and Horace seem to, and you should be able to figure something out. Figure it what it is.
Well, Roger is a bit of a loner when it comes to his research, and I'm quite certain Horace dislikes me for some reason.
And they both seem to bring it. I guess tell Magpie. Magpie talks to them about it. They'll be more inclined.
I think that's a good idea. You know, my oath as a doctor does demand that I do not share any personal patient data to anyone who is not the patient themselves. So if you also wish to talk about something that's on your mind, I can promise you it will never leave my lips again.
I killed his brother Nefero.
I was informed, yes.
I don't know what to do. Magpie wanted to bring him on the ship, but I just don't know what to do.
I think this has truly served to be a wake-up call for you, at least. I didn't want to bring it up. It wasn't my place. But I could tell you haven't exactly been in a really good spot for a while now. Perhaps you were putting on a rather brave face for everyone, but I knew that you weren't doing well. Honestly, I was afraid something like this would happen sooner or later. I think the most important thing you can do is to make sure you don't run away from what happened. You're the captain now, and that means you have to take on and accept more responsibility and, well, shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not recompense, but like consequences, I guess. Kind of like consequences, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Maybe.
Ramifications?
Ramifications? Maybe? That's another word for it. That comes with a lot of, well, the consequences for our actions. The most important thing you can do is to take responsibility for what you did and make sure it doesn't happen again. Not by burying it or running away, but by accepting what you did. And seeing perhaps what this means for you more as a person.
Lizzie will nod in agreement.
It's very easy for the others to forget that you're, in actuality, not that much older than that boy. If it were up to me, you wouldn't be in this position in the first place. But we can't control it. What we can do is do the best we can with what we have. You're a good kid, Lizzie. And I want you to stay that way.
Yeah. After time, Lizzie will she'll take the leave. She'll take Kisses back to her quarters.
Sure, if you want to do anything else right now.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Magpie.
Yeah. Magpie, if you
I don't know if
can-
she's...
you are helping Robert kind of like settle in. And you're not gonna give him a full room, but there's a closet somewhere that he can like occupy.
Okay.
Go
Just
sleep,
what a cabin boy needs.
go sleep underneath the stairs, Harry.
Get on all the pillows, I guess. The Pharaoh. Hi, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I just came to discuss something.
Okay. What's going on?
I suppose it does have to do with as much Robert as it does you, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shoot. Well, no, don't actually shoot, but you know what I mean.
I can assure you I have no projectile weaponry on my person. Neferu will, like, try to get, like, closer to Robert's level, you know, by, like a... kind of, like, kneeling down. Or not, like, kneeling down, but, like, squatting down, you know, and it's just... Robert.
You don't have.
Of course I have legs.
That's true. The arms are in the back. Sorry, I forgot. I
Yeah.
forgot which limb you're obsessed with.
Extra arms, Grunt, extra
Yeah,
arms!
my bad. My bad.
They're so efficient.
Yeah. As you like kneel down, he'll stare at you.
Robert, is it okay if you were to introduce me to some of your friends?
No, I don't.
If
They're
they
not,
are
they're not
shy
my
or-
friends. No. Call them.
All right, I will call them that again. What would you like me to call them?
Nothing. Can see them?
No, but I can sense them. It is probably due to my fugue state.
Yeah, they're not very nice. No. They are always telling me awful things.
Don't want to do these awful things.
No, not really.
Well, that makes you a very brave young man, Robert.
Be nice if you spoke a bit louder, Hate.
Sorry. I'll lower my mic. That makes you a very brave young man, Robert.
Thanks.
Would you like me to... Then they hear everything I'm saying.
He nods.
Then I suppose I'll leave it at that for now. If you ever... Don't worry. If you ever need someone to talk about these kinds of things, there are plenty of people aboard who can understand.
He like sort of nods.
Magpie, I honestly merely came to inform you that, well, Robert wasn't alone.
He gives a smile to Robert. He mentioned. But we're gonna be here for him, right? That's what a crew does.
Of course. Robert, you can depend on everyone here to help you out if you ever need it.
Oh, I nod again, slowly.
Magpie, could I speak to you in private for a minute?
Yeah, of course. I'll be right back.
They'll kind of like go back to like arranging things in the closet.
So like we step away like a good distance, so like maybe like around the corner as Very just says Lizzie mentioned a good idea. Perhaps Horace or Robert could look into finding a way to relieve him of his current problem. It seems he's not a fan of them being there.
Yeah, I can bring it up at the very least. He mentioned them, and they told him apparently about poisoning Lizzie. He didn't react well, of course. Seemed very frightened. Well, was very frightened.
I swear this ship is plagued with people and, well, having others try to convince them to do things they don't want to do.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that part. I'm sure we can find a way to help him. And,
So I was used to say, I will look into it on my own end, of course, but, well, I lack everything, so.
don't sell yourself short, Nefero. You're a smart
No,
guy.
monetarily, resource-wise. I could do it if I had time and money and equipment, but I have none of it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I have time. I've been trying to research the actual formula and effects of the potion, but I can't because I have no ingredients and no potions, and barely the right equipment to analyze it.
Well, I don't know if I could be of any help. I mean, I don't know who or what he talks to, but I talk to something sometimes.
Sorry, what was that? I was reading chat.
He's like, I'm not sure how much I can help, but I talk to something sometimes. I'm not sure if I can be of use and finding a way to help him out.
Well, the main reason I wanted to talk to you was to hopefully get either Horace or Robert in on it. They
Mhm.
seem to have taken a shine to you.
What do you mean? They're crew members, friends, and everything like that. I would say you can talk to Roger, but Horace seems to. He thinks you're an incel.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't know the full scope, but it seems to be someone who's lonely and does celibate. I think that celibate was in there for some reason, and like weirdly isolated. I don't remember the full details, but I want you to know that no matter what happens to Pharaoh, you are also still part of the crew. So if you need to talk to someone or have a shoulder to cry on or anything like that, no one's going to turn you away, including me.
I'm not exactly sure what my celibacy has to do with anything, but I mean, as for being a loner, I must say I don't exactly have a lot in common with anyone here on the ship.
Maybe, but maybe you need like a lab partner or a friend you can talk to. I'm just saying, the
There's not a
options are there.
single person here besides maybe Softy who would be ever interested in being something of a lab partner to me.
I can carry your lab equipment.
You seem to already have your hands full with,
Well, I like to keep myself busy, and eventually these things are gonna get solved. But don't worry, Nefero. I'm sure we'll solve your incelness eventually.
what part of my solitude needs to be solved? I'm quite content with how things are.
It seems very lonely. I'm not sure. I thought it was sounded like a disease that can be cured. I'm gonna be honest, Nefero. I'm just worried for you.
Well, you don't have to be worried. I'm quite all right.
Okay, I'm just saying. Options are still there.
I'm sure you know us old men love to. Well, we love to sit on our porches and we'll be annoyed by everyone around us.
How old are you, Nefero?
Technically, literally younger than you, but I do believe we express our ages quite differently.
Okay, Sonny, don't worry.
I tell you to act your age. What?
I see you still got some oil in your knees.
Listen, I tell you to act your age, but you'd turn to dust if you did, so.
A joke. The world must be ending.
I make plenty of jokes all the time, and no one ever gets them. Nor do they think they're funny.
Yeah, I know you have emotions in there somewhere, Mr. I don't feel anything.
Emotions have no part in making a joke. It's quite a scientific setup.
Of course, I'm sure. Humor is just a scientific formula you can break down.
Yes, haven't you ever heard of the rule of threes?
No, what are the rule of threes, Neferu?
I don't know, I read it in some joke book that apparently something is at its funniest on the third go-around, but
Sounds
I'm not
like
exactly
fate.
sure on the finer details.
Well, at the very least, I'm sure you'll get it right eventually. And don't worry, I'll see if Roger or Horace know anything.
Good luck. Find some way to get me money.
Well, the money thing should be working out. We're gonna have that new lady coming, right? The financial advisor, right?
I can only hope.
I think you two will get along.
What makes you say that?
I don't know. A feeling? I haven't really met her, but a feeling.
Well, I have, and she seems like, not exactly sure. Either way, it isn't my place to pry, nor would I, and I believe I would be the exact wrong person to pry, even if I did.
Well, at the very least, you seem to be a good guy from where I'm standing, Navarro.
Yes, well, the evil doctors tend to, well, not last very long. And with that, we'll walk off.
Bye, Neferu.
Yes, see you later, I'm sure, Magpie.
reading chat.
Um. Well, Nefer, are you gonna talk to anyone else? Are you gonna do anything?
Well, Lizzie said she'd bring it up with the rest of the crew. I don't know if.
Listen, you can always try to talk to Horace or Roger about this before if you want.
There's no world in which Neferu would ever think talking to Horace is a great idea. He's pretty sure he would shoot me on sight.
That's not true. He's in fact maybe he's afraid of you. He thinks you'll be the one who shoots him on sight.
With what weaponry?
Listen, you never know what you're hiding. Put like a poison dart out of your like fucking eye socket.
Poison dart that pierces through his armor. Yeah. No, sure, you know what? Maybe I'll go and see what Roger has to say about it. Sure, that'll go fine.
Yeah, listen, Roger wasn't like at the meeting. So he kind of like knock at his door and he's like opens it. Like he was literally see like smoke coming out. Yes.
Roger, how good are you with spirits?
I know how. Well, I know a couple of things about certain ephemeral apparitions. Why?
Ah, are you aware of the newest crew member?
No, I heard the call, but I figured that if something important, people will let me know afterwards.
Yes, well, that is why I'm here. You were correct. It is, in fact, something important, and I have come to inform you.
What does it have to do with spirits?
The newest crew member is a young lad who seems to be possessed by a number of ghosts. At the very least, they are hanging around him. He doesn't exactly enjoy their company. So, you are the most magically inclined out of everyone on the ship, so I thought perhaps you would have a special idea on perhaps how to help with the issue, whether that be making it so that they're contained or something else. I have a basic knowledge of souls, but not an experienced one.
That sounds like quite a lot of effort and time, which I don't possess right now.
That's fair enough.
Unless you can find me something that will be of equal value to what that Horus guy Magpie brought on board. Has been creating some quite advanced pieces of technology with materials I provided, thinking they were mostly junk and unworkable with. I must do better on my end, so unless the spirit problem is endangering the ship, I think it can wait.
I will say, Horace does seem to be quite mechanically inclined, so I doubt that he would be quite good at this. Perhaps if you were to show him up in this area?
Make a good point. Very well. I will bring my... Well, it's not exactly a spirit cage, but I've dealt with several things that don't possess a physical body in the traditional sense. They can still be dissipated, let's say. Give me a few hours and I'll have everything prepared.
Once you're finished, we should have a meeting to make sure everyone is on board with the idea. With unknown things like this, things can get exponentially worse if we're not exactly sure what we're doing what we want to do.
Make sure Horus knows to be.
I will tell Magpie to pass along the message. I don't believe he likes me.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well,
I barely said 2 words to the man.
sometimes that can be enough.
I suppose so. Roger, have you ever heard the word incel before?
I am familiar with its terminology. Why?
Apparently, Horace believes I am one of them.
Once again. Well, that sounds like a you problem. I must focus on yes, on one-upping him. Like fucking goes and shuts the door.
Do I hear him laughing on the other end or something?
Now, listen, may have been your imagination, but he might have just said to himself something along the lines of, "Got ahead of me again." Roger's like,
And
how
this
could I
makes
have
much
not
less
seen
sense.
this? It makes so much sense. God, I'm so blind.
I
You one up
know
me
much more-
again. Fuck.
I know much more about the multiverse than this asshole. This is not fair.
How the fuck? Yeah, I was like, I've actually been to these places. You just fucking read about them. You fucking. Yeah. Listen, if ever, I'm sure Roger will be able to deal with this if you want to tell people about it.
Yeah, I'll go find Magpie again.
Yeah, listen, you finished Robert's little cupboard there.
Mm.
It's much smaller now that it's been like filled with stuff. Yeah, there is in fact just a mattress on the floor.
I'll make sure he's comfortable. I hope he's all right here.
Listen, it's not the same conditions as his apartment in San Francisco, but like, gonna be safe. Not alone. He doesn't seem to mind at the very least.
Well, once she knows he's okay and everything like that, she would probably, because I believe Nefero had asked her to tell both Roger and Horace about the situation. But if he went to Roger first, then she can go to Horace first. So that's the
Yeah.
case, or be on her way towards Horace first.
Yeah, Horace is like basically like Horace's room is like literally like next door. So
Oh, okay, cool.
because yeah, you would have wanted to close by.
Yeah,
as,
she'll knock on his door.
Yeah, Horace will slide the door open. As you can see him in the armor.
Well, he seems to be settled in nicely.
Good. Yeah, hard transition for him, but time he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Though Nefero brought something up to me that he's concerned about. He wanted me to tell both you and Roger about it, so I'm starting with you first.
Okay. What's wrong?
Apparently there are spirits or ghosts or some things around Robert, and based on what Rob's told us and how he reacted last time, I don't think they're very nice for him either.
Yeah, he kept mentioning things, weird things.
Yeah. I think he wants us to try to do something, and I think we should try to help, but not
Okay.
sure where you can start with that.
I'm not exactly a wizard, Magpie.
I know, but I'm passing on the message at the very least. Maybe Roger will have something more. He knows a lot of crazy stuff too.
I mean, honestly, yeah, he's been to like very weird realities I didn't think actually existed. So he's much better equipped
Yeah.
to handle this than me.
I'll let him know then. And I guess keep an eye on things. I'll let you know. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just that. Oh well, I thought this was gonna be filled with space and adventures and like cool battles, and it's actually a bit more difficult than I imagined.
This is coming from me, and I know it's gonna sound crazy, but life isn't always about the fairy tales we like to read about.
Yeah, I suppose that's right. Although that's the thing with people like me and Robert when we got stuck the other side. I think fairy tales became reality. Reality sucks.
True. Not everyone gets a choice on what happens to them. Some of us decide to become pirates, but usually getting here is never a nice journey. And unless you're really lucky, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, gonna nod. We'll see Neferu coming down the hallway looking for you.
Speaking of the Pharaoh, I'm gonna go say hello. Talk to you later, Horace.
Take care.
She probably goes up to Neferu halfway, meeting him halfway.
Good. I was looking for you.
Oh, hello again.
Yes, I do believe Robert has agreed to take the case.
Ah, that's great. You already talked to him. That's awesome. Well, what's the plan then? What's going on?
Oh, I said Robert, I meant Roger. Oops.
Yeah, I kind of figured you meant that. You're fine.
Yeah. He says he believes he should be able to build some sort of either cage or disapparating device. Perhaps maybe you could speak to Robert and make sure this is actually something he wants before we just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, no idea if this is gonna hurt him or not. Are we just gonna...
At the very least, if we have it ready, we could have it on the... Well, keep it in reserve, just in case things go wrong. It's quite possible we could leave things as they are.
Well, you can come with when I break the news to him. You're the doctor. You're supposed to be good with that type of stuff, right?
Yes, but I'm not exactly good with children, unless you haven't noticed.
I think you did fine earlier. I feel like you don't believe in yourself enough, Neferu.
I am quite aware of my strong points and weak points, Magpie. That is a very important part of working in your field.
Well, at the very least, we should let Lizzie know. I feel like experimentation on the ship should also have approval, or at the very least be forewarned by the person in charge. Right? That's important.
Oh yes. By the way, Roger did specifically mention he wanted Horace to be there when he showed it off.
Oh, are you trying to make new friends?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let Horace know. Did he say when he wants to do this, if it goes through?
He said it should take him a few hours.
Okie dokie. Well, you should probably let Lizzie know. I'll talk to Robert and Horace, and I guess we'll plan a party. Maybe have some cupcakes.
I don't believe we have the ingredients for cupcakes.
Ah, dang. I made one
Nor
for
anyone who knows how to make them.
Yours truly knows how to make cupcakes. Thank you very much.
Where did you learn how to make cupcakes?
I don't know. When did you learn to be so grumpy?
College.
Oh, I see. Well, I didn't go to college. I just picked it up along the way. I've had many adventures, you know.
I thought you were asleep for most of your life.
No,
Didn't
well,
you just wake up a few years ago?
no? When did that become a thing that you thought?
Well, it's not exactly like you talk about yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's not that much excitement. I've been a couple things. I've been a chef, cleaning lady, a grave digger one time. You know, walking through life. It happens. Maybe I forgot some stuff.
Well, I'm sure your misadventures in your variety work is probably far more interesting than anything I could say.
Nah, I don't think I have like one, two. How many arms do you have?
Officially 6.
Yeah, I don't have 6 arms. I feel like that makes me a little less boring if we had to compare each other.
Well, yes, but the story behind it is quite boring itself. I wanted more arms, so I made myself more arms. Start, beginning, and end. Or beginning, middle, end.
Yeah, well, I'll take your word for that, mister. I want more arms because I was bored. I'm gonna hopefully this is gonna work out then.
I found that having only 2 was quite inefficient when doing complex surgery.
Yes, and when people find things that they don't like or situations they don't prefer, they would also add extra limbs. That's a common thing, a common human reaction.
I can sense the sarcasm in your voice. I am
What?
quite aware my methodology of thinking is quite atypical.
What? I don't have sarcasm. You're just being a bit silly, Neferu.
Just because I am bad at human interaction doesn't mean I am completely socially illiterate.
Of course not. That skull belt was a choice.
If that is what makes you sleep better at night, you are free to think of it however you wish.
The cool side of a pillow, it does. But
I do believe you did say I should be off to meet Lizzie. Yes, I shall take my leave now then, before Roger finishes and decides to jump the gun.
okay, talk to you later, Neferu.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
And you can think, unless Lizzie is doing something else, like lounging around her quarters.
Yeah, Lizzie would have gone to tell Calypso about about what the Pharaohs noticed.
Yeah. Strike that conversation up with her. Like, I know for a fact that anyone that's like stuck out here ain't like a normal guy, so suppose
I told Neferu to tell Roger and Horace about it. Maybe between the 3 of them, they can figure out what exactly the relation the spirits have with the kid.
Lizzie, if you're gonna be a captain, you need to be a better judge of character. Between Neferu, Roger, and Horace, if any of them seem like the type that is careful, considerate, likes help people in not a very pragmatic way.
So Lizzie will say, I'm gonna be honest, I assumed that. Gonna be honest, I'm not even expecting them to say. Not expecting most of them to say yes at all. I'm not really expecting Roger to do anything. He doesn't seem to care about that sort of stuff.
Roger's an expert at killing things. Horus is an expert at building things that kill things. And Neferu seems to have an obsession with limbs. I suppose out of the 3 of them I would trust him the most, but be careful with see, the downside of having an eclectic crew that words can be easily misinterpreted. if left vague. I guess we'll see what comes of it. I'll be honest, ghosts flying around someone is not like the worst thing I've heard, so I think we can deal with that. Unfortunately, I don't know any necromancers around here to handle that.
Guess we'll just have to put. I guess we'll just have to put feelers out. You're right. I should probably go tell a few of them that. Go tell a few of them that I'm rescinding this. Rescinding this. Probably not a good idea to rush it. Action after all.
Kind of gives you a nod. Take your leave after that. Probably meet Neferu at like walking down the hall.
Lizzie, I have good news.
Yes. What is it?
Well, Roger has agreed to take up the case.
Right. What's he going to do?
He said he had something along the ways of either a cage or something to disapparate the spirits. I was thinking of talking to Robert and seeing if the removal of the spirits is actually something he wished. Magpie's on that right now. And if not, I believe it is something we could keep in the back, just in case things go terribly wrong.
Oh, that's good. So I'll go talk to Robert. If there's something going on, if you would like to know exactly what he's going to do.
Oh, Roger. Okay. Yes, it seems like a good idea. You want me to come along, or do you think you've got this?
I think I've got it. Should talk to the kid. I think Clipsa did point out that could be downsides to prodding the spirits, so I think he'll need someone to properly inform him of the risks.
It sounds like a good idea. I will be off then.
Yeah. So Lizzie will give a nod as she's gonna go to Roger's room.
Yeah. You have to knock a couple of times, like he'll eventually open. Like, yes. Oh, Lizzie. I thought it was Neferu again.
Oh no. Ferris told me you've taken up the project to help our newest crewmate.
I think I can concoct a formula that might, dissolve spirits of, whatever they are that are hunting him.
Does it have any effect on the kid?
No, it only affects those of a ghostly nature.
As he will just as he will say, it's Clipsa did bring it up to me when I told her. We're not exactly sure what their connection is with him, and I think I might do well to observe him a bit, observe the situation a bit.
Suppose then take into account that they may be on friendly terms. I was under the impression they were causing him great amount of discomfort.
I'm not really sure what his personal relationship with them is, but I don't know. Not sure if they're actually possessing him like how Eris possessed Val and Gareth. Might be. If he was just a possessed human. He also pointed out the fact that he's not been allowed back on the Earth. Apparently they keep people they no longer consider human out. Means he might not just be a person that's possessed. It might be something weirder, different.
He nods.
I'm asking, keep me appraised of this, and
Well, the concoction is about. It's gonna take me another 2 hours to. After that, should be ready to be used. So,
does it have a shelf life?
sadly, yes. Only be good for a day or so. Give me a second.
I draw a mustache on Roger's face.
It's pissing and shitting again.
You know those cartoons from like Tom and Jerry when the fucking mouse is like hiding, just like on top of him and he's like looking around like a fucking dumbass. So my dog
Yeah.
has been like freaking the fuck out for the last 10 minutes, like sniffing all around the room, looking for something. I'm like, ah, shit. And she does this when there's like bugs or spiders or whatever fucking thing makes its way from the outside in. I'm like still like looking at the floor for like the 10 last 10 minutes, like where the fuck is it? She's like clearly found something. Only to realize the fucker was on the wall, literally above her. I'm like, dumbass dog.
She can smell, but she can't look up. She doesn't have
Yes,
spatial awareness.
Fucking.
She's a video game tester. If there's no yellow paint, she actually just won't look up.
Well, yeah. It was. I think we were talking about the shelf life of the concoction.
Yeah, and he said that, yeah, it does have a shelf life. It'll only be good for a day or two. It's possible that it could be remade at a later date.
Still nod.
Lizzie will kind of give a nod and she'll say, I'm sorry to come here and tell you. I'd prefer to put a hold on this right after sending the Pharaoh to talk with you, but after talking with Calypso, I think we should handle this carefully.
I understand. Find there'll be other opportunities for me, and it's your call to make.
Lizzie will actually kind of like look at that and say, "Didn't know you wanted to do experiments with ghosts.
No,
Probably find more. Probably find more of them."
I just. Pharaoh made a good point. Horus's focus is on engineering. But if I want to one-up him, show him that he's not that capable, embarrass him by proxy embarrassing Magpie. Need to focus on the areas where he's weaker. I don't think he's a very keen student of magic at all.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you have any other projects, do you, I don't know if you need resources for them. Last time I gave Horus money just because he needed bigger guns. I mean, if you have any projects for the ship that are like magical, just tell me.
Like, seems to think about like, if something comes to mind, I will let you know.
See, Mac's reading my mind. Unfortunately, Lizzie feels like just telling him, "Well, why don't you make me a big magic gun for my along so I can put next to the big science gun?"
The problem is, unfortunately, there is no. See, that would be a losing game because whatever gun he can make, fucking Horus can double it in size in an instant. It's a losing fucking game. He needs to like. That's why he's like, the ghosts. He can't dispel ghosts because he can't like make an explosion that'll fuck them up. But then again, you don't know the power Adam possesses. The bullshit magic.
Unfortunately, as a mech boy, he could absolutely make a gauntlet to beat up ghosts.
See, but like Roger doesn't. Unfortunately for him, Roger never went to the Warhammer universe. He went to like the Star Wars one. Like he went to the more reasonable ones.
Dude, you went to the Marvel universe where they literally do just punch ghosts.
Yeah, but like those are like fucking sorcerers and shit. It's not the listen. Horus is not that. Surely.
But yeah. Listen, with that, Lizzie will take her leave and she will go talk to Horus because like Nefer didn't mention him, but like she'll also tell him like, hey, if it turns out you're also working on something but you just didn't tell Neferu, put a hold on it.
Yeah, I mean you can find him in his quarters as kind of crouched down by the door and be like, Lizzie, how can I help you?
Yeah. Sent recently I had Neferu and Magpie bring up the possibility of helping Robert with his spirit issues and talking with Calypso. I don't think rushing that's a good idea. Nefer didn't mention you were working with anything, but I figured just in case you didn't tell.
I told Magpie handling delicate problems like this is not really my forte. So I'm gonna let the experts deal with this.
All right. Yeah, told Roger to put a hold on the project he was working on, and me and Calypso are going to keep areas out for somebody who might be able to give us more insight before we do things that might make it worse.
Listen, I want to say that I appreciate you taking responsibility for this. Other people might have just pushed it to the side and tried to forget about it, but you didn't, so I appreciate it.
Lizzie will just nod. She'll say, be honest, I don't think I'll be talking with the kid anytime soon, but if he needs anything, bring it to me and we'll pick it up, we'll get it. If it costs money, we'll find the money.
Young kind of slowly nod.
Lizzie will say, I don't know if Magpie, I gave her the money to give you to build something. Just want to use that money to make something for Robert next time we dock. Do that if you want.
Give you another nod.
So, yeah, as we'll say our goodbyes and take her leave at that.
I think Magpie wanted to talk to Robert again.
Yeah, because we want to see what his
Yeah.
feelings are on the matter.
So yeah, you find him sort of in the closet, sort of arranging the couple of miniatures from Adam. Yeah.
Hey, Robert. Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to pop in, checking on you, and ask a question or two.
Yeah. What's up?
Well, maybe a bit obvious, but wanted to hear it from you. Those voices, you don't really like them that much, do you?
Was telling me quite awful things. I try to ignore them.
Yeah. Well, we don't know exactly how, but we were thinking of maybe helping you out with that. Want to know if you would be okay if we tried?
How?
Well, we're not too sure. If we're up to us, we find a way for, I guess, for them to go away if we can. But we wanted to make sure you have a say in this.
Sort of kind of glances to the side and I don't think they can go away.
Why is that?
No, I don't know. They say you're nice though.
Yeah. That's good.
Saying you should be meaner.
They wouldn't be the first person, at the very least. Not sure why people don't like my disposition, but
Telling me to be meaner too.
well, being mean is really easy, especially in this place. Being nice, being kind, that takes a lot of work. A lot easier for people to say, take the easy road, right?
He like nods. something weird about you.
That's true. I have a lot of things I can be considered lured by. I can name a number of them. What are they saying?
It's like there's something that I can just sense. It's pulling at you.
Oh. Yeah. Well, you know how I told you I can sometimes hear things too? Or see things? Or know things?
Nods.
Well, one of that is because I don't really know the full story, but if I concentrate, the stars can talk to me, or I can talk to them, like I said, and I know where to go. I can look and see where something ends, or where things are going to end for it. Not all the time, but one of the things that makes me a little weird. I had a map, at the very least. I was trying to figure out how to. I don't know why I needed to, but I was trying to figure out how to properly read it. Figure it out.
Oh, map to where?
I don't know. It was only halfway done. Didn't know where it ended, but I wanted to know. Downside when you have listen to voices is easy to forget the reason and just go along with them, which can be very, very bad sometimes.
Well, most people here seem very, very scary though.
Not all the time. Sometimes people are scary, and they can also be nice.
Really, when you're surrounded by scary people, that means you're safe, right?
Yeah, usually. Especially when you consider those scary people friends. But you can take your time with that.
Not afraid at all.
No. I'm not afraid. I am afraid of other things, but I've never been afraid here. If you ever get scared, though, it's alright. I'll keep your secret.
I'll sort of nod.
So, we got some time before we have to worry about doing anything crazy. But if you have a moment, take a look around. And if you want to hang out, I'll be in the deck navigating the ship, making sure we don't crash, of course.
Sort of nod.
She will say goodbye to Robert.
Probably is Lizzie wandering about after her conversation with Horus.
Captain?
Hey, Magpie.
I'm not sure if Nefera had a chance to talk to you about what's been going on.
Yeah. Lizzie will say, I was the one who told him to talk to you and the others.
Ah, gotcha. Well,
I should mention, because you're involved in this. I'm telling everyone that actually we're sending back. Just don't know enough, and after the talk with Clips, I'm worried that we might hurt him more than we help if we don't know everything.
Yeah, she nods at that. Makes sense. We don't want to. Well, want to make sure we don't do anything too crazy.
Yeah, apparently Roger was making a potion that can like melt ghosts.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, and also apparently he. This is gonna lean in. Apparently he did it to get one over on you and Horace,
Oh,
which makes me
that
think.
Hmm?
Which makes me think. You could. I wonder if we can like get him to like, I don't know, just to help random people. If you can frame it as getting one over, like doing it in a way that like Horace can. I don't know. He seemed jealous. He kind of seemed jealous.
Oh no! You think he thinks that I don't want to be his friend anymore with him because of Horace, or?
I don't know. I don't know.
He is supposed to be my rival. I've probably been neglecting him lately.
I think the only person that's been talking to him recently is Neferu. And I like Neferu, but
Hmm.
too much of a good thing can, you know.
You're right. You're right. Okay, Captain. Thank you for letting me know. I'll take care of this immediately.
It's good. It's good.
And thanks, Lizzie. I know this isn't easy, but thank you.
Yeah, like I said, for now I'm mostly gonna leave Robert to you and Horace. If he needs anything, or if you need anything for him, just tell me and we'll get it.
Okay. Maybe one day. No. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep you informed.
Yeah. So Leslie will walk away, blissfully aware of the rocket that she has deployed towards Roger. Listen, I need to stoke that rivalry. I need my big magic gun.
It's the only way.
Fortunately, Roger doesn't build guns.
He's gonna learn.
Oh, build me a big magic shield then, I guess. Something. Can it glow? Will it be cool?
Unfortunately, he's the chemist. He dissolves things.
That's more up of Gork and more.
Develop a perfect serum that only dissolves angels or something.
Make me the gas for the.
Make me a Zyklon B that is specifically attuned to angel DNA.
Is there anything anyone wants to do?
I just want to note that Magpie will be pestering Roger through the course of the few days, so.
I mean, what about exactly?
Just hanging out, worried about him, you know? Apparently, when
God.
people are isolated, they become incels, so that's a thing I have to avoid
that
from
would be
him.
a funny conversation. Gonna go after this to like Roger, knock on his door, and it's like, oh, for the love of, what do you want?
Hi, Roger. I came to check on you. Wanted to hang out. We haven't had a chance to really talk in a while.
So,
Well, I missed you, so I came to say hello.
don't. Okay, you've said hello.
Yes. And I would like to spend approximately 30 minutes to a few hours with you,
Why?
because I want to hang out with my rival, and I'm worried about you. Loneliness is a bad thing that can happen, you know. Apparently, it makes you incels.
I'm what? Just call
Yes.
me an
No, I don't think you are one or you have it. But apparently, when you're alone or don't talk to people for a long period of time, you become that. And so I'm gonna avoid that no matter what happens. I'm trying to help Nefera right now, but I'm not gonna leave my best buddy rival, to face that alone.
Fine.
Yeah, that's the first condition now. And that apparently being celibate. I'm not sure how that correlates, but I'll figure it out.
She called you a virgin. She called you a virgin. She called you.
So much better than I could. Thank you.
This rivalry is over. Magpie District 1. Roger's never recovering from this.
Guys, everyone, please zoom up in the NPC chat to Roger's.
Yes.
And
Ashley
react with the
was-
skull emoji. Please react with the skull emoji to Roger's image.
Roger was so wasted on Ashley.
Kind of like tilts his head and says, "Called me a virgin?"
Well, I don't think celibate is the same thing. You can still have had sex and then stop having sex, right? Are you a virgin? Roger, if you're a virgin, it's alright, okay? That's not a big deal.
I'm being so weird with this.
Listen, apparently there's a big problem that happens to people who are left alone for too long, and I'm worried about you. Am I not allowed to be worried?
Yes, but I feel like the other things are, you're implying quite a lot.
Well, I don't know. You don't have to be celibate. I don't know how it works. I'm sorry, Roger. I'm just learning about this recently.
Okay.
So maybe you're not the celibate version of the incel
So-
thing.
And suppose suppose Horace has taught you all these new words in your vocabulary.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, the part of incel is the involuntary part. You cannot choose to be an incel.
ah.
So if you had sex before and then you stopped having sex, you can never be an incel.
So it's not like you can become one after you realize that you. And I actually don't know. Is it just about being a lonely?
Now, I'm not an expert. This seems to be a specifically like an Earth thing. So maybe, but it seems like they just use it as an insult for one another.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. He seems to believe that, Nefera is one, and Nefera doesn't talk to anyone, or like hanging out with people, and seems irritated when he talks to people, and I'm realizing you guys have a lot of the same similarities, actually. I'm just saying.
Sort of like walks into the room silently, sits down in a chair.
She codes the
Kind
phone.
of like puts his
Gunshot.
arms like kind of like sort of like intertwines his fingers and sort of like adopts a very meditative pose as he like stares at the floor. Oh God. I think you're right.
I didn't want to.
I am becoming like
Drop-
Nefero.
Yeah, I didn't want. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drop this bombshell on you, but I feel like we have to discuss it.
No, listen. At least I don't pretend like I don't enjoy my work. There's that.
Well,
I enjoy
I don't think
killing people. I enjoy it a lot. I find it amusing
Yeah.
when their flesh sizzles.
absolutely. But the Pharaoh also loves his work. May not be the killing part, but he also takes absolute joy with. I honestly think that's the only thing he's happy about. And it seems the only thing that you're happy about is your work too. I'm just saying, Roger, you're out here and going to different universes and seeing things I can never imagine, but you haven't really changed or evolved past that, it seems.
You know,
That's not good.
when you traverse the multiverse, you meet not the exact same, but similar versions of yourself. I was told that this would be it's because I stopped killing people, isn't it?
No, I don't think that's the case.
I think it is.
I just think
Neferu doesn't kill
Ro-
people. I would have been a big differentiator if I was just out here killing people. Instead,
I'm gonna be
God, this is because of
Roger. Listen to me. I think Nefer would also love to kill people. He just can't get away with it. Okay? Have you seen the skulls on his body? No person wears that if they don't want to kill people in some form or
I
fashion.
don't have skulls. Every bit of my gear is functional, and therefore
Yeah,
purpose.
and Neferus is the same thing too. You know,
Yes, but
when
he
wears
has a
his
face
thing.
for a stomach.
And you're a bird for a face. It's all right to be a little weird, you know.
That's because it needs to be this long, so it had like the airfield. You know how many airfielders I have to put in this thing?
Yeah, of course it needs to be that long and bird shaped. It's
I'm
all right to have
sorry,
your hobbies,
not
Roger.
everyone has like super high advanced like tech that can just defy the laws of physics.
Roger, this isn't about Horace, okay? You're still great and awesome too. Don't ever doubt that. But at the same time, you isolate, you don't talk to people, you hardly come out for dinner, and I made you a cupcake once and I don't think you ever ate it at any time. I left it outside your door. I didn't see you take one piece of sprinkle off that thing.
Can't believe he was right. You know, he told me a few years ago that this would happen. I didn't believe
Who
him.
told you?
Different version of myself, I guess. Said, whatever you do, commit to it. It's not been committed.
Listen, Roger, what do you want to commit to? What do you want to do for yourself here?
I should genocide some people.
Roger, I guess you can do that. Everyone's already done that, but I feel like you've
You mean
That's the same
everyone's already
patterns.
done that? What?
I mean, the angels kind of do that almost a lot. It's not really. I just feel like you're following the same patterns and not actually doing anything new here. You're not stepping outside your comfort zone.
Oh my god, why do... Oh, so right. Same things, like you... Okay.
You don't have to do it all at once, baby steps and everything like that. But doing something a little bit different that you would never do, I think, might be open up new experiences. Isn't that how science works? New discoveries and all that.
Yes, you're right.
And you know what? Since you're my best buddy rival, I think it's only fair that we help motivate and make each other better by doing things we would never think to do for ourselves.
I need to reinvent myself.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you want to be your first step here, Roger?
I think I need a new outfit.
Ooh!
This one, no longer representative.
Oh, is it going to be a clothes off? I would love to help you shop.
I design my thing.
Yes, but I would like to help you by clapping and seeing your new outfits and seeing which one fits you better. I've seen it in a movie or a book, I believe.
I suppose.
Yes. Don't worry, Roger. I'll be here every step of the way.
I'll sort of nod. I'm sorry, I don't think you're getting your big magic gun. He's reinventing himself, Lizzie.
Listen, that's cool. I'm sure he'll still make something cool. We need to get another magic guy anyway to study the ghosts.
It's fine. He'll reinvent himself into a corpse once he puts the gun in his mouth.
That was ruthless, Red. I don't think I've ever seen you do that to an NPC before.
Fucking butchered him. Fucking butchered him. Fucking animal.
You actually,
That was-
you actually fucking... I saw... You actually emasculated him. You fucking took his dick.
You called him the Pharaoh.
God, he's literally leaving to invent himself. He's literally fucking the defeated male leaves meme.
Yes, the movie tries to put on. Let me go to my meme archives.
Listen, I'm here to help a friend. If I can't save the farewell, at least I'm gonna save Roger.
Defeated male leaves.
I can't believe you murdered Roger like that. Called him an incel.
Fucking butchered him.
And then I can't believe Roger was no, it has to be a bird mask to accommodate for the extra air filters. And I'm like, no, Roger, no! That's the argument the Pharaoh makes, no!
Oh my God, I realized it. Roger, the alt universe version of you in this reality.
There's Roger. There's like so many other guys who has this. He doesn't have to be burp shaped. You know, one of you shitty medieval doctors in Europe use that.
I was thinking the same thing. There are many different gas masks.
That's a Roger. That's a fucking medieval plague doctor's mask.
Fucking murder. That was brutal. Right? That was brutal. Right? Holy shit. That was
I have to save my friend. It's the only way. I have to break his legs to make him better.
defeated male leaves.
I can't believe he hit the Shinji Ikari pose on the chair.
He did.
You're
Yes.
Man was going through his midlife crisis. He realized, yo, bro, I'm a man failure.
Just give him his skull. Give him his skull, I guess. Nothing else left.
He was trying so hard to be delicate, like, man, you know what you sound like.
I think that didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help.
like-
He just the realization.
Listen, I'm sorry. I think this being another version of Kushima is back on the menu. Just gonna put that out there.
That's true. He did meet a version of himself. We've warned him about this.
Yes, you know, another version of Kushim who lost his murder sauce.
You
This'll
will
happen to you
eventually
too.
run into this woman. You will eventually run into a nice woman who will turn you into a fucking bitch.
I told him, listen, you have to, whatever path you have to commit. You can't be like this wishy-washy and like drop the nerd things. Fucking- Yeah, no, listen,
Kushi, you've been by
unfortunately,
my
or
side all along.
maybe fortunately for you, he will in fact, like, okay, so, he like gathers an entire wardrobe, says, you know, I ignored advice like this in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I need to ditch the bulky look, sleek and modern.
Yes.
He's sort of gonna like pop off the gloves and sort of like put on just a simple, nice looking trench coat with like a shirt and some
Taking off the
jeans.
mask, though.
Mac, are you the GM? You narrate.
Oh, sorry.
Narrate. Like, okay, so this look good then?
Well, I'm not sure about the trench coat. I feel like there's a it's saying something that I don't think you wanted it to say.
But
Is the bird mask?
it billows in the wind. Look cool
It does
everywhere.
blow in the wind. It
Like
does look
I'll
cool.
make my own wind so it like always billows no matter however I go. It's very dramatic
Ooh.
when you enter and leave. No,
That
you know
sounds
what?
pretty cool.
My entire life, I focused on killing things the most efficient way possible. I've neglected, and I've been told this several times. I've neglected style, and you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite from now on. It's gonna be style all the way. I think I have plenty of substance already.
Can I get a bellowing coat?
I'm not sure. Do you have magic?
I don't know. You can teach me. I mean, I can get a fan.
I suppose.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
no,
pause on
and
that would come
I'm ditching the science. Clearly, science. God, I can't believe science is for nerds, isn't it?
Well, it is, but if it's something you like, you shouldn't just give up the things you love because other people always tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Do you love science?
Well, not really. I love what I can do with it.
Oh.
Maybe I can listen.
Roger, what do you love outside of murder and killing?
Well, I don't know. I was most of my life running away from a crazy lunatic, and before that, I had to deal with other crazy superpowered lunatics.
Oh, Roger, you haven't even time to figure out what you like. It's mostly been on survival mode. That's not a way to live. What if you really like baking, for all you know, and you're a great baker?
I don't think I like baking.
Well, you never know. We can figure it out. Okay, step 1. Find Roger's hobbies. Add that to the list. I'm making a list. Okay? So, you have a cloak, jeans, a shirt. What about... Well, I don't know about the mask part, Roger.
Yeah, no,
It feels...
this goes, but... Okay. And she, like, sort of, like, pops it off. Like, puts it to the side, and, like, for the first time you see his face. Looks like sort of middle-aged man. They,
Magna collapse.
And, no, I'm sorry, like, that kind of shakes his head. I'm sorry, but, it has to, complete new look. As he, like, pops open one of the vials and, like, sort of pours it over his head. As you see, like, his hair color, like, change completely. Going with a bit more of a... Trying something new. We're trying something new completely. As he is now blonde in front of you. Yeah.
I do it to my heart. Ooh, very handsome, very handsome.
Let me see. Cigars, yes. Cigars, cigarettes, smoking. Smoking's cool, right?
It depends on who you ask. I'm not much of a smoker myself, but it has its downsides.
Well, exactly. It's not something that like Neferu would do, because it's unhealthy. As like rummages through the pack and he like pulls out a cigarette pack, lights one up, and like starts smoking.
Roger, you can't be doing this just to do the opposite. We gotta figure out things you like. This is for you, not for anyone else.
Well, you know what? I wanna feel like I'm cool and not like the biggest loser around.
You're not the biggest loser.
You
You're
called me Neferu and you were right. I was becoming Neferu. Show
becoming,
me a bigger
not
loser.
Fully. Listen, you're becoming not fully formed Neferu, okay? You're like 3rd% Neferu and going there, but we're gonna stop that, okay?
Exactly. As
First
like
thing-
takes another drag of the cigarette.
First things first, that we have to figure out things that you like, because Neferu doesn't have any other hobbies. It's one thing he does all the time.
Well, you know what I loved? I loved being edgy. I can't be edgy in the same way. I have to find my own way to be like
Yes.
cool, mysterious. I should start
Okay.
making more sarcastic quips.
Well, there's also another thing that you have to do that Neferu doesn't do at all.
Be competent. I'd already
Socialize
do that. Yes, that as well. Talking to people.
and be nice to people.
Fuck. Yes,
Yeah.
What if I'm like... What if I do the asshole with the heart of gold, kind of?
I mean, you could, but you could also argue that Neferu has a heart of gold, depending on how you look at it. It's not like you're doing things halfway there. Look, and listen, it'll take baby steps. You can't just turn the nice switch on for someone who hasn't done it for a long time. So I'll allow you that until you feel.
Listen, I think at the very least, the new look is gonna give me a start on things, and I will refocus on things.
That's good then. At the very least, figure out what, like I said, figure out Roger. Maybe you'll find some cool things about yourself you never knew about because you never had time to really think about it. And listen, you don't have to get rid of killing entirely. We're on a pirate ship. We're going to be killing things eventually.
You're not. I will take that to heart.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you want, we can show off the new look to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yes. Are you sure? You sound nervous.
He like nods.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sort of put the cigarette out. Yeah, he's gonna walk up with you, and the trench coat does like billow a bit, exaggeratedly when he walks around.
Ah, she is jealous. She is jealous. She will introduce Roger to everyone else to have that opportunity to engage in social interactions, hopefully.
What sort of reactions having to?
Bit confused. Like, who is this guy? I've never seen this guy before.
She will introduce Roger to you.
Lizzie likes the new look.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not talking about like your first impression, but like he's clearly like sort of going for like some scheme is happening here, and she is introducing him to people, and like you don't know what prompted this radical change, but it is radical.
Listen, she thinks she was cool. The only thing is like, she like, I was like, why is the coat billowing down?
Because when I walk, billows. I don't know. Why do you need to drink blood, Francesca?
Because I made a deal with a demon.
Yeah, well, maybe I also made a deal with the demon for the cloak to build.
Ooh. Hey, high five, brother.
Did you get anything else from that deal?
No, that was an exaggeration, Lizzie. Didn't actually make a deal with the demon.
Now, Roger, heart of gold, heart of gold.
I'm just saying that, listen, it's magic. It's all kind of bullshit at the end of the day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not for you, please, just listen.
You will, in fact, light up a cigarette now.
I'm assuming I'm not there right now. Let's do it.
Listen, you know what, Nefer, maybe this is the point where you walk in and see this scene.
Do we have another new crew member? I didn't hear the announcement.
No, Neferu, this is Roger. Roger? He's trying a new look.
I see you finally got rid of the odd bird mask.
I see you still have the face and the stomach.
I was told that if I covered it up, people would make fun of me even more for it these days, and I have nothing to replace it with. And also, if I were to replace it, they'd make fun of me still. So I thought it didn't matter.
Well, I guess that's about as sad of an answer as one could give in this.
Feel free to interpret it however you wish.
I just have.
We're
Yeah,
working
so-
on the
so
nice
free to.
thing.
So, what brought this on?
Well, let's just say that Magpie here pointed out that I was going down a dark path, and I realized that she may be right, and I, you know, sometimes change not be taken in baby steps, and you should deep dive at the end of the pool. Pointed out I was becoming a bit too focused on efficiency, pragmatism, not socializing, being lonely and shit. So realized stop that problem before it gets to a point where more people will notice. Now, she metaphorically held a mirror to my face, and I'll be honest, I didn't like what I saw back then.
Your self-reflection is an important trait. Well, I hope you're happy with your new look then.
Yes. And if I'm not, I guess I'll change it again in a few years. Well, eventually something will stick. I always preferred magic, science anyways.
Were you? Oh, were you wizard now?
I always was a wizard.
But you were like a techno mage before. But are you dropping the techno part, or are you still keeping that?
Dropping it. I'm just if you would write the word down, the techno part would be small somewhere in the corner, and the mage part would be big.
As long as you don't become like Gareth, there's nothing the new style suits you.
What was wrong with Gareth?
Yeah, rub people the wrong way. Assumed that his knowledge was a lot more common than it was.
I don't think I'm that out of touch yet. But listen, the man knew what he wanted. And trust me, I've rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Most people don't actually like me. That is in fact a losing game.
I like you, Roger. I think you are cool.
Oh yeah, I like having you around.
I couldn't care less either way.
Well, you two and a couple of others still make the minority of my life. Sure, Gareth also had like 1 or 2 people who liked him.
It is statistically likely, at least in his 100 years of life, some person enjoyed his company. I'm quite certain.
Sort of looks at that and just sort of gives a slow nod.
Well, at the very least, it's going to be experiencing new revelations and seeing where life takes us. Right, Roger?
Yes, that is true. Why does it always start with a fucking nothing?
Mhm.
I heard this line once. That one's what was it? Something about the cookie crumbling. It was a long time ago, but like. Anyways, irrelevant now. New me, new start, and I guess next time I will appreciate your baking skills more thoroughly. That you, Magpie.
Yes. I'm so proud.
Does this mean that Magpie has taken another point because she successfully convinced you to change and you have yet to do that to her, or we're counting that as a neutral thing?
I believe I lost that battle when she called me an incel virgin and then compared me to you, Neferu.
I didn't necessarily.
I'm just gonna ask, what do most of those words mean?
Francesca,
I am
Ah.
not exactly sure.
Francesca doesn't know what
Well-
an incel means, but she laughed at the virgin part.
Well, apparently, Horace told me about this. An incel is someone who's very lonely, is celibate. Apparently, has like this like weird cult idea. I don't know the full details, and I was really worried that well, Nefero apparently has it. Sorry, Nefero. And I was really worried about Roger. So I went to go talk with him about it. And making sure he wouldn't fall into that trap. I think this is going well. I think new steps are important. Nefero, I think new steps are important.
If being called an incel by someone who hides in a mech suit was enough to insult me, I wouldn't be where I am today. I have heard far worse things in the last 6 months.
One day.
Listen, Roger's gonna mumble something, but like inaudible.
Quick, what do we have to roll to hear it?
You know what? No, you should give me a size up. You wanna like catch that?
Partial.
May I use a luck for this? Can I roll
Yes.
actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you have +1.
Yes.
Alice and Francesca. It's very fitting that we have like the failures.
Listen, Magpie, Nefero, you did hear like, and the mech suit got more than last century, my man.
Chicks love big robots. Except you.
I'll just say back, well, good for him.
Bless the Magpie. If you think you were subtle, you weren't.
I mean, there's a moment of a small bit of embarrassment, but at the same time, I don't think she was trying for.
Yeah.
You it was just like go to Lizzie. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
But no, I will start adopting some of the. They say wisdom has many layers, and I think starting to understand the wisdom of my forebears. It's a very roundabout way of explaining things, but that is how the cookie crumbles.
We all look at the camera. Let's go! I knew it! Yeah! What a funny man.
Listen, if you think all versions of Kushima are born chance, and they're not. Listen, some of them have to go through character
And
arcs.
yet,
Not all of them get elected to run the torture prison of eternity.
Listen, listen, this Kushim is pretty young. He's a baby compared to the main
True.
Kushim.
Also true.
He's like a baby.
all I'm saying, even though he was a baby,
You
did I
understand
not
that
pick him as Kushim immediately in the City of Mists game?
You understand. The Kushiman Strands of Darkness is Kushim Prime.
But yeah, no.